From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest, or welcome to Good Morning Northwest if you're just tuning in. Today is going to be a hot day, but as we head into the next couple days, we have a set of first alert weather days, as we'll have the potential, well, on Wednesday, the potential for large fires in the Kittitas Valley and in the Cascades, because we could see lightning over critically dry fuels. Then for Thursday, that potential going to spread down to all of our lower elevations, including in the Tri-Cities and Yakima, and we'll continue to have that same potential up in the Cascades and the upper Yakima Basin. And the threat is going to be the same, lightning over critically dry fuels. Let's take it back to this morning, though, as it is feeling superb across the map. 50s and 60s. Your day planner forecast for today for lower elevations going to be into the mid 80s as soon as 11, and then we'll be up around 100 degrees for portions of the lower Yakima Valley and the lower Columbia Basin, about 5 degrees hotter than normal for this time of the year. So the bottom line for the forecast, triple-digit heat, or at least pretty close to it for today and tomorrow. The thunderstorm and fire start potential going up Wednesday through Friday, although the fire start potential going to go down just a little bit for Friday, and cooler and calmer as we head into the weekend. So much to talk about on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Coming up on Good Morning Northwest, a teen shot in the back and no one is talking. What deputies found when they got to the scene, that's coming up. Plus, heads up to drivers, if you're making your way over the Blue Bridge this week, you'll want to plan ahead. Lane closures and delays are expected. We'll let you know when and why. And the 60th annual Water Follies has officially wrapped up. Coming up, we will take a look at what made this year's event a one-of-a-kind. We have those headlines and so much more coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning. Thanks so much for waking up with us, joining us here on this Tuesday for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jade Elliott. And we want to start the 6 o'clock hour with a heads up for drivers. If you are headed over the Blue Bridge later this week, you should prepare for some delays, just when we thought all that work was done, right? Well, WashDOT closing some ramps and lanes on the Blue Bridge as they are going to be doing some inspections and maintenance. So the first closure is set for tomorrow. That's when the southbound lanes and ramps will be closed. That closure is going to start at 9 a.m. and last until 3:30 p.m. And then those same closures will hit the northbound side of the bridge on Thursday. Officials say if you are headed between Pasco and Kennewick, give yourself a little extra time or plan a different route. A follow-up now this morning as we are learning an arrest has been made in last week's deadly shooting in Pasco. Police telling us they have arrested Jonathan Villegas in connection to the shooting death of Lupita Ponce Penlosa. Ponce Penlosa was found dead in a home on 20th and Marie in Pasco on July 23rd. This is video from the scene of that day. Villegas now facing possible charges of second-degree murder. Authorities say they are still investigating the case, and they haven't released the information yet on how Ponce Penlosa and Villegas were connected. Taking you to Kennewick now, where the police department has officially released the name of the woman who was hit and killed by a vehicle yesterday morning. We've now learned 71-year-old Daphne Rothfork of Kennewick was crossing the street at 27th Avenue near Tacoma when she was hit by a pickup that was headed eastbound on Vancouver. Authorities say in that area there was no crosswalk, and the driver of that pickup did stop and even try to help Rothfork at the scene, but unfortunately she passed away. That driver, we're told, is cooperating with police in regards to the investigation. 6:04 and a crime alert out of Benton County, where a 19-year-old woman is now recovering this morning after being shot in the back. Deputies say she was taken to the hospital, underwent surgery for her injuries, and the male suspect who allegedly fired the gun ran off before police could arrive. Detectives say both the victim and other witnesses at the scene are not being cooperative, and they say that, of course, is making it very difficult to try to piece together exactly what happened and who this shooter is. Benton County Sheriff's Office is now handling the investigation. And police are on the hunt this morning for a shooting suspect out of Umatilla after a man was shot and is now in critical condition. Police say this happened Friday night at an apartment complex on Klickitat Street. When officers got there, they found a 19-year-old who'd been shot in the head. Well, he was flown to the hospital for treatment, and investigators believe this shooting may be gang-related. They say several apartments and cars were hit by bullets, but no one else was hurt. They're now looking for a dark-colored SUV that was seen leaving the area. If you have any information, you are asked to contact police. And a fight at a community center in Milton Freewater also ended in gunfire, and now police are looking into it. It happened just after 10 o'clock Saturday night. Officers responded to multiple 911 calls about shots fired at the Milton Freewater Community Building. When police got there, they found several groups of people outside and a number of shell casings near the building. We're told luckily no one was hurt, but police are asking anyone with information to contact the Milton Freewater Police Department. 6:05, and the 60th year of the Water Follies has wrapped up over the past weekend. Thousands of people traveling into the Tri-Cities for the big event, and Apple Valley News Now's Jake Gable recaps the highly anticipated event and all the work that goes into making it happen every year.
Water Follies brings boats whizzing by, roars of the jets in the sky, and countless rows of tents, RVs, and vendors. But what does it take to put all of this in motion? About 300 volunteers and a lot of sunscreen. With an event of this size, it takes a large crew of people to not only set everything up, but also clean it up afterwards.
It was my first year volunteering on an official capacity with the Water Follies, and I had so much fun. It was busy, 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 go, go, go. I don't think I've gotten this many steps on my Apple Watch in like forever. And so it was a lot of work, and it's a little bit hot out here this weekend, but it definitely wasn't as hot as it could have been. So we stayed cool, we drank a lot of water. Physically, fantastic.
The preparation for the Water Follies started long before last weekend, and planning next year's event is already on the horizon.
That Rome wasn't built in a day, and that's the same with the Water Follies. So it just ended, and we're already getting ready for our next board meeting next Monday. So getting ready to officially kick off Water Follies preparations for 2026. So it's not just the weekend, it is all year round that we're preparing for it.
As for the races themselves, the Gold Cup came to the Tri-Cities and was taken home by 71-year-old Dave Vilwalk. His 11th Gold Cup win of his career, the victory was anything but ordinary.
After the final for the H1 race, we were all at the edge of our seats waiting to hear who was gonna win.
Initially, Vilwalk finished third in the race, but afterwards it was determined that the boats that finished first and second got an early start. A time penalty was placed on those boats, moving Vilwalk into first place. A weekend packed with excitement, and now fans will have to wait until next year. In Kennewick, Jake Gable, Apple Valley News Now.
Always looking forward to the next year. If you'd like to volunteer to help with the Water Follies, you can head to our website, applevalley.newsnow.com, for more information. And there's a number of roles that range from water operations, air show help, administration, and even setup and cleanup. Well, Saturday during the air show at the Water Follies, an upside-down American flag was displayed during the national anthem. Take a look. This is how the flag looked Saturday when the skydiver jumped out of the plane. On Friday and Sunday, this is how the flag was displayed in its typical manner. Well, the Tri-City Water Follies put out an official statement apologizing for the mistake.
On Saturday during the air show at the Water Follies, there was an upside-down flag that was presented during the ceremony that took place. We've been told that it was a rigging malfunction or total accident, and it ran correctly on Friday and Sunday.
Water Follies officially spoke with the skydiver, who said it was completely unintentional on her part, and everyone was very apologetic for the mistake, and if anyone was offended by it, they were sincerely sorry for that mistake that they made. All right, 6:09. Coming up in sports, we're talking about a Yacht Rock themed golf tournament, and it raised tens of thousands of dollars for health programs in Walla Walla. We have the story from the course, and also teens from Pasco just made club history, how their big hearts and hard work led to them getting nationally recognized. The stories and more coming up after the break.
Tuesdays are my favorite day of the week because the single Papa Burger combos are just $5.99. And I wait all week for this.
And so do I.
And that's why I always get two.
The Tuesday special at A&W.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford crew.
It's summer event time.
Best deals of the year.
My favorite season of the year.
Why? Is it the flowers, honeybees?
Mud. See, Bronco and Bronco Sport make every adventure more epic.
Because they come with GOAT modes. Goes over any type of terrain. Like
mud.
They sure do like mud.
Lease a 2025 Bronco Sport Big Bend 4x4 for $299 a month for 36 months. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Do you keep up with the trends or set your own?
Is the color dense enough?
Add more pigment. Launch on social.
We've got to take this global.
All right, so where do we go from here?
You've got to test it, perfect it, expand it. Never rest until it's right.
Introducing the business card that gives back all you put in. The new Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business.
STCU and Apple Valley News Now continue to honor volunteers by sharing their stories and awarding their charities $1,000 each. If you know someone in Benton and Franklin counties who is making a difference and taking that extra step to make our communities better, please tell us about them today. Just click on Volunteers Count on the contest tab at applevalleynewsnow.com for the STCU Volunteers Count nomination form. Volunteers Count from STCU and Apple Valley News Now.
Every heartbeat is a second chance. At Prosser Memorial Health, our cardiac rehabilitation program empowers your recovery with expert care and state-of-the-art Technogym smart equipment for safe, personalized fitness after a heart event. Whether you've had a heart attack, bypass surgery, valve repair, or heart failure, ask your provider for a referral. With tailored sessions over 12 weeks, supervised by medical professionals, we support your whole health, body, mind, and heart. Learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
It's hump day, and you know what that means. Hello, Country Fried Steak. Get a delicious meal for just $5.99 to make your Wednesday feel like the weekend. Yes, Wednesdays only, Country Fried Steak is just $5.99. Happy hump day from KFC.
The 3-Degree Guarantee, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. The National Weather Service in Pendleton has issued a red flag warning for the southern blues for today from 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. as there is the potential for lightning in the southern blues for today, but I'm thinking that chance is around 10%, and the vegetation down this way, not critically dry, but an elevated level of dryness. So we are keeping a close eye on that, but I'm much more aligned with what they're thinking for tomorrow. This fire weather watch for the Cascades in the upper Yakima Basin. Personally, I wish they would have spread this down into the Kittitas Valley, but this goes from 1 p.m. to 11 p.m. Then for Thursday, it gets even more interesting. We'll have more to say about that later in the show. So for today, other than the thunderstorm chances in the blues, we'll have plenty of sunshine, and it is going to be toasty out there. Around 100 degrees in the lower Yakima Valley. Also for the lower Columbia Basin, about 5 degrees hotter than normal for this time of the year. For tonight, mostly clear skies, and overnight lows are going to be mild. Once again, 60s for lower elevations, even some low 70s down towards the Dalles, but 50s up in the Cascades and 50s and 60s into the blues. And again, we do have a couple different first alert weather days over the next few days. One for Wednesday in the Kittitas Valley and the Cascades. One for Thursday for all of our lower elevations, including the Tri-Cities and Yakima, and still up in the Cascades. But for the threat of lightning for critically dry fuels, we'll take a deeper dive into some of that data coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks so much, Josh. 6:13, and talking sports this morning with some big recognition this week for a group of Pasco teens making a difference in their community. The Keystone Club at the Boys and Girls Club in Benton and Franklin counties just earned national honors, and it's a first for them. The Pasco Clubhouse Keystone Club was named Keystone Club of the Year at the Boys and Girls Clubs of America's 58th Annual National Keystone Conference in Chicago. This was the third year that the local group attended the national gathering, but the first time they've taken home the top prize. The teen-led leadership group was recognized for launching a bullying awareness tour for local elementary schools, creating a homework cafe, and organizing community service projects to help people experiencing homelessness.
We do a lot of community service projects. One of the main ones that we do is at the Union Gospel Mission, where the teens serve hot meals to the homeless people at that shelter. But we've also done an anti-bullying tour with all our other Boys and Girls Club licensed care sites. We do an anti-bullying tour with their youth and kind of show them the negative effects that bullying has.
And now the Keystone Club meets weekly during the school year, helping high school students build leadership skills and give back to the community. Along with the national recognition, the club also received a $2,000 award to support its future projects. And the Providence St. Mary Foundation Golf Tournament just wrapped up, raising $85,000 to support programs, services, and equipment at the St. Mary Medical Center in Walla Walla. The tournament was held at the Walla Walla Country Club on July 18th. Over 25 sponsors purchasing teams to participate in the Yacht Rock themed golf tournament. 100% of the contributions stay local to Walla Walla and the St. Mary Medical Center.
Go to support infrastructure needs that we need for capital items, specific programs that we have through our cancer center. They help with patient needs and being able to support patients being able to get to treatment, to get to appointments, but really just overall help our entire healthcare system in the Walla Walla Valley.
Providence St. Mary is a nonprofit healthcare organization that's been around for over 145 years. All right, still much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. It is 6:15, and when we come back, we will check in with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth, giving you that live look outside this morning from our Bi-Mark camera in Yakima. Not a cloud in the sky. When we come back, he'll have your full first alert forecast on what we can expect as we make our way through the week.
Hello, Shelby.
Hello, Mariano.
Upload Mrs. Robinson's case.
Processing.
Is there any new information?
The insurance offer is too low. Should I ask for more?
You know, when they hear from the heavy hitter, they'll pay much more.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
Due to recent supply chain delays and clearance items stacking up in the warehouse, this week all Walker's Furniture locations are having an emergency inventory liquidation sale where you can save up to 70% on all floor models, discontinued styles, and clearance items.
New inventory is on the way, so we're clearing space and passing the savings on to you. Plus, special 5-year financing was brought in where you can save now and pay over time with no minimum purchase required.
During the inventory reduction sale this week at Walker's.
Bathfitter showers have got people talking. Our wide selection of showers means it's exactly what we wanted. Seamless and watertight walls are much easier to clean than tiles and grout. And they stay in excellent shape. Every Bathfitter shower is backed by a lifetime warranty. And with thousands of 5-star reviews, the experience exceeds expectations. It's no wonder millions of Bathfitter customers love their new shower. It just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Why was 6 afraid of 7?
Because 7, 8, 9.
Good news, you still get to eat. Join us August 7th, 8th, and 9th at Moxie City Park for the Moxie Hop Festival. 3 magical days of awesome food, local vendors, a legendary 21+ beer garden, live music, kids games, the Saturday pancake breakfast, fun run, and of course, the famous parade at 10 a.m. Bring your friends and family to celebrate community pride all weekend long. It's not just fun, it's Moxie magic at this year's Moxie Hop Festival. Visit evcea.org.
Hello, Shelby.
Hello, Mariano.
Upload Mrs. Robinson's case.
Processing.
Is there any new information?
The insurance offer is too low. Should I ask for more?
You know, when they hear from the heavy hitter, they'll pay much more.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
It's one of the world's largest dams, and it's on our own Columbia River.
Largest dam in North America, and we love it. Where else do you get to see that?
The Grand Coulee Dam.
Sun, beautiful, beautiful open spaces.
Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 tonight.
Next live.
Just when you thought things couldn't get any weirder.
Jamie Lee Curtis from Freakier Friday. Plus, Sophia Carson from My Oxford Year.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
The basketball brawl that shocked our community. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Wednesday. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We will get to the fire and the lightning risk in just a second, but I wanted to touch on the highs once again because it will be hot, obviously, around 100 degrees in the lower Yakima Valley and in the lower Columbia Basin. All right, now we pivot to Wednesday, First Alert Weather Day, as we'll have the potential for large fires in the Kittitas Valley and in the Cascades, as we could see some lightning over critically dry fuels. And so let's go ahead and show you that. Now we hop back to Tuesday real quick because there will be this little chance, about a 10% chance of some showers of thunderstorms in the southern blues. It's not really popping up on Futurecast, so Futurecast not too high on that idea, but it's feeling much more confident about chances for showers and thunderstorms in the Cascades and in the Kittitas Valley for tomorrow, trying to generate some stuff in the blues as well. And then for Thursday, it is going to be a lot more widespread. So for Wednesday, a touch hotter between 101 to 104 in the lower Columbia Basin. Will still be about 5 to 10 degrees hotter than normal for this time of the year. And because of that, the vegetation is going to be cooking out there, critically dry for a big chunk of the viewing area. And then for Thursday, this time the potential for large fire starts not just in the Kittitas Valley, but spreading down into the Yakima Valley, the lower Columbia Basin, and the Blue Foothills, still in the Cascades, and that threat is going to be the same. The potential for lightning over critically dry fields. Now, thankfully, we'll be a little bit cooler for Thursday, still maybe up around 100 degrees in the Hanford site, but all that being said, still critically dry vegetation. Now for Friday, trending even cooler at this point, seasonal, if not a little bit below average for this time of the year. And vegetation going to go from critically dry to just an elevated level of dryness. That's still, our concern not going down to zero, but that is encouraging. But here's why this forecast is so nuanced. Friday is going to be our best opportunity to see showers and thunderstorms. But at that point, we will be trending cooler, vegetation not as stressed out, overall trending drier into the weekend, and we'll trend cooler as well. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities, near 100 today and tomorrow. The potential for lightning and fire Thursday, then a lingering potential for lightning on Friday. In Yakima, around the century mark over the next couple days, 30% chances for thunderstorms Thursday and Friday, then cooler and calmer this weekend. In Ellensburg, the possibility of lightning-induced fire starts both Wednesday and Thursday. More thunderstorms for Friday, but a lower fire risk. In Hermiston, near triple-digit heat today and tomorrow, a lightning and fire risk on Thursday, then a lingering possibility of thunderstorms on Friday. Finally, for Walla Walla, heating up to around 100 Wednesday, the chance for lightning both Thursday and Friday, then calming down and cooling off into the weekend.
All right, nice little weekend cool down.
Yeah, I don't have the Tri-Cities here in front of me, but mid-80s, upper to mid-80s in the Walla Walla Valley, probably pretty comparable in the Tri-Cities. So seeing that for the first weekend of August, 2 thumbs up.
You like it, don't you?
Yeah.
All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up, the Queen Bee is heading back to her hive, and a country music legend is heading back to his roots. We have the latest on Beyonce's Cowboy Carter tour and the new project George Strait is working on to help those impacted by disaster. Those headlines coming up in your entertainment news after the break.
We've recovered millions in over 7,000 cases. Now that's experience for you. The reason why we settle so many cases is because we put them together to go to court.
Call Alan Brecky Law Offices at 735-0546.
Right now, U.S. Cellular makes it easy to switch and get $1,000 off any phone with no trade-in.
No trade-in? But we're willing to trade in our teeth.
Nope, you don't have to trade your teeth in or an old phone.
I like that.
Yeah, your parents get an amazing deal.
I almost lost this one.
Yeah, you get to leave your tooth under your pillow.
For me, it's Tooth Fairy time.
Get $1,000 off any phone with no trade-in, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
At Bruce Heating and Air, our technicians are not incentivized by commissions or to find problems. We only look for solutions to keep you cool. Now through September 30th, receive rebates up to $1,650 off on a new Daikin Fit system.
Add more action to your summer at the Horse Heaven Roundup, August 19th through the 23rd. World-class cowboys and cowgirls are coming to Kennewick to compete in one of the top-ranked PRCA rodeos for a chance at more than $200,000. All seats are reserved, so get yours today at BentonFranklinFair.com and take in the action on the best week of summer, August 19th through the 23rd at the Horse Heaven Roundup.
Looking for a new appliance but don't want to wait weeks for delivery? At Fred's Appliance, our Get It Today inventory makes sure you don't have to. Thanks to our fully stocked warehouses, we have a vast selection of appliances ready for you right now. From refrigerators to washing machines, ovens to dryers, you name it, we have it ready to go. No more waiting, no more delays. Just the appliance you need when you need it. Fred's Appliance. If we advertise it, we've got it. Visit any of our showrooms and get your new appliance today.
We've recovered millions in over 7,000 cases. Now that's experience for you. The reason why we settle so many cases is because we put them together to go to court.
Call Allen Brecky Law Offices at 735-0546.
Check out the Grand Coulee Dam by air. Apple Valley News Now at 6 tonight.
6:25. Welcome back in your entertainment headlines this morning. Saturday night is the final show of Beyonce's Cowboy Carter Tour.
The extravaganza is wrapping up at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, the second of 2 shows in Sin City.
So on Friday night, the superstar told an enthusiastic audience that the experience was a dream come true. She said when she wrote the album, she imagined ending the tour in Las Vegas.
The ambitious production launched in April, featuring 39 songs on the set list. Beyonce also thanked her fans for their loyalty over the years, saying she wouldn't be on stage if not for them.
And I think Destiny's Child even made an appearance at the last one.
Oh, the reunion.
They were wrapping it up. Yeah, I think Jay-Z came on stage, Destiny's Child. I think someone else performed with her also. She's wrapping it up in style, in true Beyonce fashion.
An intimidating stage to be a part of.
Yeah. Well, as one great show ends, another is set to begin. Texas native and country music singer George Strait is holding a benefit concert to help those impacted by the Texas floods.
The event is scheduled for Sunday. Other artists set to perform include William Beckman, Ray Benson, and Wade Bowen.
In a social media post, Strait said that the goal of the concert is to raise meaningful, immediate support that can be put directly into the hands of those flood victims.
He said the show will also honor the first responders who worked tirelessly to save lives.
I love seeing celebrities using their celebrity for good use, you know, and goodwill, and helping the communities that raise them.
Definitely. George Strait retired 10 years ago, so good to see him. No one ever really retires, but good to see him come out of retirement for such a good cause.
Yeah, I agree. All right, Sheriff's Sergeant in Kiowa County, Kansas, sharing a special celebrity encounter to social media.
On Friday, Sergeant Justin Rugg pulled over a speeding vehicle, and it was carrying a 1980s rock star, John Waite, in his band.
Waite's best known for his 1984 hit single, Missing You. The band was on the way to Dodge City to perform.
Sergeant Rugg says he's a longtime fan of Waite and took these photos with him.
That's funny, but what the sergeant didn't say is whether or not he gave him a speeding ticket. Do you think he did? I bet he didn't.
It would be really awkward if after all that...
It's like, hey, take these funny photos.
It was so awesome. You have made my day. You can go to the website right there.
I'm going to have to fine you for speeding.
It's going to be some points on your license.
I'm sorry court date is next Wednesday.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I doubt he gave him a ticket.
Yeah.
I bet he let him off.
It was a stern warning.
Yeah. All right, 6:27. So much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. It's a mixed bag for local jobs. Unemployment's down, but some sectors in the job market are struggling. We'll have the full unemployment breakdown coming up in your 6:30 half hour. Plus, free food, snow cones, police helicopters. It's all coming up. We've got the scoop on Kennewick's National Night Out.
Tuesdays are my favorite day of the week because the single Papa Burger combos are just $5.99. And I wait all week for this.
And so do I.
And that's why I always get 2.
The Tuesday special at A&W.
Okay, bye.
I met a cute poodle outside.
Oh, really?
She said everyone's talking about you and how you work for free. That can't be true.
Sure it is. When you're injured and have the heavy hitter on your team, we win or it's free.
Free?
Yeah. You don't pay us a penny unless we win for you.
That's doggone crazy.
Hello? Yeah, sure. That cute poodle you were talking to wants to have a play date.
Let's go.
The heavy hitter is one for you. Call 853-2222.
Form or function?
Should we push the timeline? Will it hold?
Should we outsource? What do you think?
Do you engineer it to work? Or design it to move? Give them what they want.
It needs to be taller, faster.
Even cheaper.
Or take things to new places. You've got to build the right team. No, that's the one. Revise it, redo it, develop it. Keep pushing until it's right.
Introducing the business card that gives back all you put in. The new Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business.
The future of healthcare is here at Prosser Memorial Health, home to Mako Smart Robotics for precise joint replacement. Prosser Memorial Health has added aquablation therapy for advanced prostate care. And now we're proud to be the first in Eastern Washington with the Da Vinci 5 surgical system, bringing world-class robotic surgery close to home, all inside our brand new state-of-the-art hospital built with you in mind. Prosser Memorial Health, the future of care, right here, right now. Learn more at prosserhealth.org.
Before, our service would be in and out. We wanted to switch to T-Mobile to make sure that we have better coverage.
T-Mobile is now the best network, and with the most satellites, we're connecting hundreds of thousands in places where cell towers can't reach with T-Satellite.
I signed up for T-Satellite and give me peace of mind as a mom that makes life better knowing that it's there when we need it.
Upgrade to the best network. Right now, T-Mobile will pay off 4 phones up to $3,200. Plus, hook you up with 4 new phones on us. Switch today.
When you walk into one of Walker's Furniture's 13 locations in Washington, Oregon, and Idaho, one of the first things you'll see is the largest selection of quality living room furniture and stylish bedroom furniture on the West Coast. From the rich looks of Leather Motion to modern and contemporary designs, these family-owned stores have provided our communities and neighbors great furniture at great prices.
And remember, Walker's is where
quality just costs less.
It's hump day, and you know what that means. Hello Country Fried Steak. Get a delicious meal for just $5.99 to make your Wednesday feel like the weekend. Yes, Wednesdays only, Country Fried Steak is just $5.99. Happy hump day from KFC.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning. Thanks for waking up with us on this Tuesday. Joining us here for Good Morning Northwest, I'm Jade Elliott.
And I'm Josh Colbert.
Jessica has the morning off, but it is 3-degree guarantee time, and you nailed this one right on the head.
I did. Thank you so much. And I don't want to speak for Jessica, but I think this is like one of
her favorite.
Her favorite parts of the show.
It is. It's her favorite part of the show.
I'll wear that like a badge of honor. Okay, 3-degree guarantee from yesterday. Like Jade said, I went with forecast high of 96, and it verified right at 96. So the jackpot went up to $200. Again, thank you so much to our good friends at the Legends Casino and Hotel. And so for today, a little bit toastier, going with the forecast high of 99 in Pasco Tri-Cities. So if it verifies between 96 to 102, the jackpot's going to hit 225. If that doesn't happen, the jackpot could be yours. Find out how to win the jackpot by going to applevalleynewsnow.com, clicking on the contest page, or you can scan the QR code that's on your screen. Okay, now what's on your screen is a familiar sight, a first alert weather day for tomorrow, the potential for large fires in the Kittitas Valley and in the Cascades, and those will be lightning-induced fires as our vegetation will be critically dry. And then for Thursday, that potential going to spread down into the Yakima Valley, into the lower Columbia Basin, into the Blue Foothills, still up in that same swath of the Cascades in the upper Yakima Basin, and it's for the same thing. We could have lightning over critically dry fuel. So here's how to prepare your home. Probably should have done that during the spring with creating a defensible space, but have an evacuation plan, stay informed, listen to alerts and updates, especially from Apple Valley News Now, and pack a go bag specifically if you're placed under a level 2 BSET evacuation. Let's take it back to this morning. Temperatures in the 50s and 60s across the map. Feels superb out there. Here's your hour-by-hour forecast for today. For the Tri-Cities, going to be around 80 degrees by 10 this morning, and then up into the 90s, perhaps some triple digits in the lower Columbia Basin. But for lower elevations, mid to upper 90s, going to be a pretty safe bet. It'll be about 5 degrees hotter than normal for this time of the year. So I'll take you on that zone-by-zone tour of this toasty Tuesday forecast that's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Josh, thank you. We begin this half hour of news talking about the state's unemployment numbers. They're showing steady improvement across central Washington. Unemployment is going down in the Tri-Cities, but we also have some new data showing that the labor market is shifting across Benton, Yakima, and Walla Walla counties. Here's how it breaks down. Take a look at your screen. Benton County lost over 3,000 workers year over year, but fewer people are unemployed. Unemployment saw a decline of 3.7% from May and 9.8% from last year. And then in Walla Walla, both employment and the size of the labor force grew. Unemployment fell to 3.1% from last year. And taking you to Yakima, where the labor force shrank by nearly 8,000, but unemployment still dropping to 4.5%. And that's 4.5% less than last month. Region-wide, private sector jobs are up, but manufacturing and retail are down. And at 6:34, for Yakima seniors looking to stay active, the Washington Fruit Community Center has an option for you, and it's free. Listen to this. For about 2 years, the center has been offering fitness classes for seniors every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. The exercises are adaptable to a variety of skill levels, and instructions are given in both English and Spanish.
Seniors, we have to stay sharp. If you don't have sharpness someplace in the whole infrastructure, that's where you have a problem.
The goal is to help seniors improve their strength, coordination, balance, and cognition. All right, 6:35, and we're just a week away from National Night Out. The city of Kennewick is gearing up for their free family-friendly event. National Night Out is next Tuesday, August 5th, and Kennewick is hosting its event at the Southridge Sports and Events Complex. The event will feature free food, snow cones, games, booths, and the Kennewick City Council, Police Department, Fire Department, and other city groups will all be at the event. Kennewick Police Department Sergeant Michael Rosane saying that there are plenty of activities planned for National Night Out.
We'll have a life flight helicopter out there, specifically like for the kids. We're going to have Knocker Ball, a game out there for them to play. I mentioned the Carousel of Dreams ride. And then, like I said, the emergency vehicles is one of the most popular. SWAT vehicle, police vehicle, all that kind of stuff.
Josh, do you know what Knocker Ball is?
Yes.
What is it?
It's what I'm pretty sure it's like where you're in a big inflatable ball,
yeah,
and other people are, and you're supposed to like knock people down.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Don't quote me on that.
Well, whatever you're talking about sounds fun. I'm sure whatever they're talking about is too. Kennewick's National Night Out event will be held between 5 and 7:30 next Tuesday. Other cities and counties around the region hosting National Night Out as well. All right, 6:36, and your grocery bill could change in real time. Why some stores are changing prices up to 100 times a day, and what that could mean for your wallet. And giving you a live look outside from our Dust Devils camera in Pasco. When we come back, we will check back in with Knockerball Chief Meteorologist himself, Josh Colbert. Your first alert forecast after the break. Your Knockerball champ?
I'm not even a Knockerball rookie.
Check out the Grand Coulee Dam by Air. Apple Valley News Now at 6 tonight.
J.D. Power has ranked Nissan #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands. Get 0% APR for 60 months on the Nissan Pathfinder, Nissan Murano, and Nissan Rogue.
Now get 0% APR for 60 months on select popular models.
Why was 6 afraid of 7?
Because 7, 8, 9.
Good news, you still get to eat. Join us August 7th, 8th, and 9th at Moxie City Park for the Moxie Hop Festival. 3 magical days of awesome food, local vendors, a legendary 21+ beer garden, live music, kids games, the Saturday pancake breakfast, fun run, and of course, the famous parade at 10 a.m. Bring your friends and family to celebrate community pride all weekend long. It's not just fun, it's Moxie magic at this year's Moxie Hop Festival. Visit evcea.org.
Get ready to feast at Legends Casino Hotel's ultimate all-you-can-eat seafood buffet. Dive into fresh Dungeness crab, wild Columbia River salmon, juicy prime rib, and much more. Taste it all every Thursday starting at 4 p.m.
When uncertainty falls upon your freedom, you need an unwavering champion. We're dedicated to not just tipping the scales in your favor, but also delivering an unwavering and relentless defense. With over 5 decades of experience, we'll fiercely defend your freedom and secure the most favorable outcome. Your best defense, Quantum Legal.
Expand your access to library services with the Great Rivers Library Partnership. Get a library card at the following participating libraries. Get your Mid-Columbia Libraries card and unlock access to over 350,000 books across 12 locations. High-quality programs like author visits, performers, and special events, and more. Plus, no late fines. Visit a Mid-Columbia Libraries branch near you for more information, or visit midcolumbialibraries.org/reciprocal.
Hi, I'm
Christine Connolly, local realtor with As You Wish Real Estate Team. I offer negotiable commission, 100% free staging, and top-notch marketing. I'm a proud sponsor of Operation Best Friend. Remember, you only get one chance to make a first impression. As you wish.
J.D. Power has ranked Nissan #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands. Get 0% APR for 60 months on the Nissan Pathfinder, Nissan Murano, and Nissan Rogue.
Now get 0% APR for 60 months on select popular models.
Wednesday. See our exclusive investigation with new police reports and never-before-seen video of February's basketball brawl between Pasco and Hanford High Schools. Plus, what happened after the fight. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Wednesday.
Next Live. Just when you thought things couldn't get any weirder.
Jamie Lee Curtis from Freakier Friday. Plus, Sophia Carson from My Oxford Year.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Right now you're taking a live look at Pasco. This view coming courtesy of the Dust Devils, and already lots of sunshine up in the sky for this morning, and it's going to end up being a superb day as we move forward in time, but it's going to be a toasty day. By 8, we're already going to be up into the 70s, into the 80s as soon as 10, and then mid to upper 90s at the peak of daytime heating, about 5 degrees hotter than normal for this time of the year. So let's take you on a zone-by-zone tour of today's forecast. We start off in Kittitas County, mid-80s up towards the pass, mid-90s in the Kittitas Valley, around 100 in Vantage, which is more of a basin environment. And then in the Yakima Valley, right around 100 degrees. Light winds here. Could be a little bit breezy up in Kittitas County. Also could be a little bit breezy down towards Hermiston, but some of those gusts only between 15 to 20 miles per hour. They're not going to be that big of a factor. Around 100 degrees in the basin. Also around 100 degrees in places like Milton Freewater. I think for the most part the foothill is going to be just shy of 100 degrees. 80s and 90s up in the Blues. And also there's going to be that 10% chance of some showers and thunderstorms today in the Blues. But those chances become slightly more widespread for Wednesday, mainly shifting over into the Cascades and Kittitas Valley. But for Thursday, much more widespread. And to that point, we have first alert weather days for Wednesday and Thursday for the potential of lightning-induced fire starts. So I'll take a deeper dive into some of that data coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks, Josh. 6:41 in your consumer headlines this morning. The price of your groceries may soon change, and it could happen right in front of your eyes. More supermarkets are using digital ads, meaning the price you pay can change potentially several times per day. Rhiannon Alley has the details.
The price of your groceries may soon change right in front of your eyes. A glimpse of what shoppers could soon see is already on display in Europe, where the Wall Street Journal found prices at some grocery stores can change up to 100 times per day. The technology behind it? Digital shelf labels, small electronic screens that can instantly display new prices at the push of a button, and they're being used more and more across the U.S. Walmart has installed digital tags in more than 400 locations, with plans to reach 2,300 stores by next year. Kroger and Whole Foods are expanding pilot programs as well. It's fueling fears of surge pricing.
Like charging more for ice cream when it's a hot day or for an umbrella when it's a rainy day.
Senators Elizabeth Warren and Bob Casey have sent a letter to Kroger warning the labels could be used to squeeze consumers to increase profits. But the company insists the labels won't be used for surge pricing. Companies say the tags help cut back on time-consuming labor. Walmart says it used to take 2 full days to update prices across the store. With digital tags, just minutes.
Sometimes a lot of these folks are only working 20, 25 hours a week. This is a heavy, labor-intensive job.
In a recent study, researchers found virtually no surge pricing after electronic labels were installed, finding the labels actually increase the likelihood of consumers getting discounts. But skepticism remains. Maine and Rhode Island have introduced bills to limit the use of digital labels. And in Arizona, a state lawmaker introduced a bill to ban digital tags entirely.
One expert says that he expects the pricing changes will be infrequent or outside of store hours to avoid confusing or even upsetting shoppers. I know I've started to see them pop up around here at places, so we'll see how it goes. All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. It is 6:44, and when we come back, we have your morning sprint. Everything you need to know as you head out the door this morning. And giving you a live look from our Dust Devils camera in Pasco. When we come back, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert will have your full First Alert forecast as we make our way through the week. We're back after this.
When you own your own business, you own every decision. And with over $2,500 in annual value, now own the card that rewards you for it. Introducing the business card that gives back all you put in. The new Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business.
Ever since Emmy got a new mattress from Denver Mattress, her math scores are through the roof. And Billy, nothing but the best sleep thanks to Denver Mattress. And now he's undefeated, 228-0. And during the back-to-school sale, setting up your star student for success is simple. Buy any Denver Mattress brand mattress and get a second half off. Or get 60 months no interest and free shipping. Add superior sleep to your student supply list during the back-to-school sale only at Denver Mattress.
What happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable raccoon? Attack. Bark! Attack! It's not easy taking out the trash. That's why you need strength that's anything but ordinary.
Hefty, hefty, hefty.
Is that our luggage rack?
I fixed that thing.
Gorilla Tape.
Of course.
Double thick adhesive for a hold that lasts for the toughest jobs on planet Earth. And for a clear fix, try Crystal Clear Gorilla Tape.
Did you know Tri-City Lumber Company isn't just for contractors? We're your local source for decking, railing, hardware, and more, open to everyone. For over 30 years, DIYers and homeowners have trusted us for quality materials and expert one-on-one advice. Now, under new ownership, we're making it even easier to shop local and build better. Skip the big box stores. Visit Tri-City Lumber today on Clearwater and Kennewick, or call us at 509-783-3322 today.
Ever feel like something's missing? Like there's a hole in your morning routine? Well, we've got just the thing. At Some Bagels, we make more than fresh bagels. We make a variety of baked goods to fill your day with everything you've been missing. Have your favorite coffee drink with our in-house roasted espresso beans. And enjoy your bagel with our flavored cream cheeses. Because at Some Bagels, the only thing better than the hole in the middle is everything around it. I want some, you want some, we want some. Gimme Some Bagels.
Vance Heating and Air has been keeping Yakima homes cool since 1986. If your air conditioner needs service this summer, we'll take $86 off the cost of any AC repair. Our skilled technicians service all makes and models, and we guarantee you'll be happy when our work is complete. If your old AC is a throwback, save now on a new energy-efficient Daikin Fit system. Don't leave it to chance. Call Vance.
When you own your own business, you own every decision. And with 8 times points on Chase Travel, now own the card that rewards you for it. Introducing the business card that gives back all you put in. The new Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business.
This newscast sponsored by Mariano Morales Law. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Tomorrow going to be a First Alert weather day as we'll have that potential for large fires in the Kittitas Valley and in the Cascades induced by lightning over critically dry fuels. And so let's go ahead and talk about the ins and outs of that. Well, first of all, it's going to be a little bit hotter for tomorrow, between 101 to 104 in the lower Columbia Basin, but even the valleys touching 100, the foothills, some of the foothills touching 100. That's going to place us at about 5 to 10 degrees hotter than normal for this time of the year. And the vegetation, like I mentioned, critically dry for the Cascades in the upper Yakima Basin and for lower elevations. Then you factor in for tomorrow, and this is Futurecast radar. It was supposed to start at lunchtime, but now that we're at 4 p.m., there is going to be a chance for some showers and thunderstorms up in the Cascades and the Kittitas Valley. Also, Futurecast trying to generate some of this in the Blue Mountains. But again, that combination of lightning over critically dry fuels is going to be very interesting. Then for Thursday, we're going to have kind of the same deal, but this time the potential for large fires for all lower elevations, including in the Yakima Valley, the lower Columbia Basin, the Blue Foothills, and for the Cascades up in the upper Yakima Basin. It's the same threat. lightning over critically dry fuels. Now, admittedly, we're going to be a little bit cooler for Thursday. Still could be around 100 degrees up towards the Hanford site, but that's not really going to matter that much for vegetation. Critically dry. And then as we head into Friday, trending a little bit cooler, this time either seasonal or just slightly below average. Now this will impact our vegetation dryness, going down to just an elevated level of dryness. And what's so interesting about this is that Friday is actually going to be the day with the best chances for showers and thunderstorms. So very nuanced, a very complex forecast for these next handful of days, but trending drier into the weekend and trending cooler as well. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Near 100 today and tomorrow. The potential for lightning and fire Thursday, then a lingering potential for lightning on Friday. In Yakima, around the century mark over the next couple days, 30% chances for thunderstorms Thursday and Friday, then cooler and calmer this weekend. In Ellensburg, the possibility of lightning-induced fire starts both Wednesday and Thursday. More thunderstorms for Friday, but a lower risk. In Hermiston, near triple-digit heat today and tomorrow, a lightning and fire risk on Thursday, then a lingering possibility of thunderstorms on Friday. Finally, for Walla Walla, heating up to around 100 Wednesday, the chance for lightning both Thursday and Friday, then calming down and cooling off into the weekend. Now let's head out to New York City to see what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, two-time Super Bowl champion and Football Hall of Famer Deion Sanders revealing a major recent diagnosis.
Deion Sanders is
NFL great opening up about his private battle with bladder cancer, and the latest on his recovery.
No symptoms, no nothing, healthy. Going in there to look at something else, you find something else. Bless me with this wonderful doctor that is better at her game than I was at mine.
Sanders says he opted to remove his bladder and create a new one, likely referring to a minimally invasive procedure where part of the small intestine is used to construct a makeshift bladder.
We gonna beat it, ain't we?
It's beaten.
It's beaten.
Coming up at 7 a.m., what he's looking forward to next. With your GMA First Look, I'm Trevor Ault, ABC News, Los Angeles.
So right when I thought Mom would start taking it easy with her osteoporosis, boom, we moved to this cool new place in the city.
If you have postmenopausal osteoporosis and are at high risk for fracture, Evenity can help you rapidly build new bone in just 12 months. Evenity is the only bone builder that also helps slow bone loss, and it's proven to significantly reduce spine fracture risk.
I knew she started taking Evenity, but she told her friend it builds new bone. Builds new bone! So yeah, we get out, we explore, and do whatever that thing is on the floor.
Evenity can increase risk of heart attack, stroke, or death from a heart problem. Tell your doctor if you have had a heart attack or stroke. Do not take Evenity if you have low blood calcium or are allergic to it, as serious events have occurred with Evenity. Signs include rash, hives, swelling of the face or throat, which may cause difficulty in swallowing or breathing, muscle spasms or cramps, numbness, or tingling. Tell your doctor about severe jawbone problems, as they have been reported with Evenity. Report hip, groin, or thigh pain. Unusual thigh bone fractures have occurred with Evenity. Ask your doctor about building new bone with Evenity.
Now, the morning sprint.
6:52, time for your morning sprint, and we start with your national headlines this morning as Vice President J.D. Vance spent Monday promoting the Republicans' new tax and spending package, telling Ohio steelworkers it will let them keep more of their paychecks. Vance spoke from inside a Metallus Incorporated plant in Canton, a part of a competitive congressional district. The bill, backed by President Trump, includes a range of conservative priorities. Vance cast the tie-breaking vote in the Senate, sealing its passage. Responding to criticism over Medicaid cuts, he said the administration believes outcomes won't be affected. In your business headline, Samsung has reached a $16.5 billion agreement to supply Tesla's latest AI semiconductors. The 8-year contract was announced Monday in regulatory filing by Samsung, and Elon Musk confirming the deal on X. Musk posting that Samsung's new Texas chip factory will be dedicated to making the electric car giant's next generation A16 chip. He wrote that he would like to walk the line personally to accelerate the pace of the progress, and the FOB is conveniently located not far from his home. And taking a look at the top 5 local things you need to know this morning at 6:53, a 19-year-old woman is recovering after being shot in the back. Shooting happened in Benton County. Deputies say she needed surgery and was taken to the hospital. The man who allegedly shot her ran off before police arrived, and witnesses at the scene have not been cooperative, which police say is making this case pretty hard to piece together. Sheriff's Office is handling that investigation. And in Pasco, an arrest has been made in last week's deadly shooting. Police have arrested Jonathan Villegas. He's now facing a possible second-degree murder charge in the death of Lupita Ponce Penlosa. She was found dead July 23rd in a home on 20th and Marie in Pasco. Officials haven't said exactly how they knew each other. And Kennewick police have identified the woman killed in a crosswalk yesterday. 71-year-old Daphne Rothfork was hit by a pickup while crossing 27th near Tacoma Street. There's no marked crosswalk in that area. The driver did stay on scene and is cooperating with police. And a heads up, if you're making your way over the Blue Bridge, expect some delays. WashDOT closing ramps for maintenance and inspections. Southbound closures are set for tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 3:30. Northbound gets that same treatment on Thursday. And Kennewick is getting ready for National Night Out. The free family event is happening next Tuesday from 5 to 7:30. It's at the Southridge Sports and Events Complex. Expect games, free food, a chance to meet first responders and city staff. That's one of many happening around town next Tuesday. All right, 6:55. Take a look at what's trending this morning. Just in time for Halloween later this year. Absolutely not.
You don't want to read this?
A tarantula invasion in the Southwest and West. Oh.
So Jade's a big fan. That's been established. And this fall, tens of thousands of young adult male tarantulas will crawl out of their hiding spots in California, Colorado, Kansas, New Mexico, and Texas in search of a mate. It's a love story, Jade. You should be in favor of this.
Absolutely not. The arachnids are typically out from late evening to early dawn. One environmental scientist says if you're lucky enough, you might see hordes of the hairy baseball-sized spiders crossing the road.
Baseball-sized?
That's not lucky.
Huh. Well, if you do spot a tarantula, leave it alone.
Oh, really?
Experts say they are generally docile, but they can bite and jump up to 2 feet. I didn't know that.
I am out of here.
2 feet.
I am done.
Wow.
I'm going to mark those states again. Not visiting, clearly not moving there. I would just have to burn everything down. I can't live like that.
I was watching an episode of Breaking Bad last night where this kid finds a tarantula and then, well, anyway, it's just very appropriate that we had this story this morning. So,
I'm done. I'm mute. I went
big
mute.
fan of the eight-legged crawly guys.
No. Absolutely not. Like another hiding spot.
They're docile. They're just looking for love.
No, they can bite and jump up to 2 feet.
I did not. That 2 feet thing, that gives me a little
That is
bit
a
of pause as well.
hard pass.
Yeah. Okay.
Talk about some sunshine. I like that.
Let's talk about weather. It's something that's very palatable, right? All right, 50s and 60s across the map this morning. We are seeing some low 70s in Walla Walla a little bit later today. It's going to be hot, just like Jade likes her chicken wings. Woo! It's going to be in the mid to upper 90s, about 5 degrees hotter than normal for this time of the year. So triple-digit heat for both today and tomorrow. The thunderstorm and the fire start risk going up Wednesday through Friday. Maybe the fire potential a little bit lower for Friday, but cooler and calmer as we head into the weekend. So we do have first alert weather days, plural. The first one for Wednesday in the Kittitas Valley and the Cascades, lightning over critically dry fuels. Then for Thursday, that threat becomes much more widespread down into the Yakima Valley, into the lower Columbia Basin, and the Blue Foothills as well.
All right, happy National Chicken Wing Day. It's going to be a hot one.
Yep.
Thanks for waking up with us and watching Good Morning Northwest. You can always find more on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com. Good Morning America's next.
Have a great day. A spiderless day.
Ooh, I'm itchy.